Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 105 leFH18B2, otherwise known as a leFhy, a leaf blower, or Fifi la Pew Pew. Well, this one is a tier 5 French SPG and it's located on the northeast spawn of Live Oaks under the command of Steel Mike. Okay, game started. Well, it's a 105mm light field howitzer gun, which is of German origin, mounted on top of a Char B1 tank, a heavy tank, and basically it should be on the German tech tree, but it's actually on the French one. Well, that's because the Wargaming wanted to put it into the French tech tree when they introduced it into the game. Now, it's one of only 2 premium SPGs in the game, the other one being the Sexton 1. Okay, first target he's spotting is a Type 64. That's a bit of a snapshot, that one. It didn't actually hit the target. Now, one of the good things about this Arty is it reloads really quickly. 7.22 seconds per shot for Steel Mike, because he's got a rammer, probably got a gun lane drive, and a BIA crew as well. So he can dial in on the targets very, very quickly, almost as quick as he can load the shell. That was a direct hit on the Yank Panther, and we can see he's lost a few hit points, not a lot though. Second shot wasn't fully dialed in on the target, so that shell fell to one side, and he thought it was going to pull back, but it didn't, so that shot missed as well. He'll get into the swing of it soon, as soon as he can work out what the enemy tank's doing. Fires another round in. Ah, that's better. He's got it now. 152 hit points from that hit. Fires another one. And another direct hit for 141. But he's now lost sight of the enemy tanks. But he's still firing blind at them because he knows they're there. Gives it one more shell. Nope, no joy. Now, these shells are capable of doing 410 alpha and penetrating 53mm of armour with a 2-meter burst radius. And with the heat rounds, it'll actually penetrate through 104mm of armour and 350 alpha. And it can carry armour piercing rounds as well, which will do 350 as well, but they only go through 64mm. But you have to get a direct hit for the heat rounds or the armour piercing rounds to actually work. Fires a quick snapshot at the Striv, but misses it. But our T-3485M took him down. Going for the M4A1 now. Oh! No, he aimed ahead of it, thinking it was going to pull forward. It didn't, so he's now aiming behind it to wait for it to drive back into the shell. And he gets a hit. Yeah, so he's getting the swing again. You need to get your eye in so you can get accurate shots on the enemy. Fires another one in. And another direct hit. 118 hit points this time. And another hit. So he killed the M4A1, trying to get a shot on that BK. And there's an enemy T-3485 just around the other side of the embankment. Gives it one quick shot, but he doesn't hit it. Okay, over the river we can see a TOG 2, which is a tier 6 British heavy tank. Gets a direct hit for 115, and there's another TOG 2 there as well. Gets another direct hit on him. And another direct hit. Enemy Arty's been spotted. Unfortunately, he's out of range, so because you can notice as he tried to move the aim towards it, the reticule flattened, and that's an indication that you're at maximum range. Goes for the TOG 2 again, but doesn't get that shot. Lands that one on the back of the TOG 2, the engine deck. Tries again. Oh, and a kill shot this time. That was a penetrating round into the engine bay for 363 hit points, his second kill of the game. Okay, he's gone back to the other side of the river because there's a VK4503 over here. Oh, that shell nearly hit his own teammate. Fires another one in. Oh, and gets a kill shot this time. There's only 2 enemies left. He's going for the TOG 2. Hits the building, unfortunately. Can he get another one on target? Aiming at the front of the vehicle because he's finding it difficult to get a shot on target. And he's platooned with the Baguette Panther. You can see there. And the kill shot goes to the BDR. And that wins the game. And it's all over. So let's have a look at the results after we've seen the other 2 battles. The second replay in our series is featuring 15JG52 Brower as the player. I don't understand what that means. I'm sure he'll explain it to me. Game on. Well, you can see that Brower has got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of his Fifi, and it's rather colourfully decked out in that horrible camouflage, which was mandarins and yogurt, I think, or mandarins and ice cream, which was given by Wargaming as part of, was it last year's Christmas or the Christmas before last? Well, whichever. It's absolutely dreadful camo, but it is free. And therefore it works, it gives the necessary camo quality, and well, he's not going to turn it down if it's free. Now, moving into his firing position, which I think is going to be behind these bushes, and he's ready to go. One of the most frequent things that happens to this Arty is that light tanks on the enemy team attempt to ram it, and as a consequence they die in the process because they forget that this is actually an Arty based on a heavy tank. Okay, in the north end of the map we've got a Cromwell, a medium tank, tier 6, hiding behind the rock. It takes a few seconds for the shell to get there. In fact, actually it's a fair distance away, 3.1 seconds between firing the shell and reaching the target. Oh, we got a pen! And a big hit, 437 hit points, and the Cromwell dies the moment he comes out from behind the rock. He must have got a very lucky shot to get the pen on the Cromwell, but it is fairly thin armour. That shot tracked the VK3601H. He's firing another one in and gets another hit for 119. Now this is the thing about the Fifi. You can fire rounds and keep the enemy disabled, unable to fix his tracks and move away. Because as soon as the shell has, or the tracks start fixing, another shell comes in and tracks him all over again. Well, that one exploded on the ground, which tends to indicate that the enemy moved away. He must have used his repair kit to try and get away before another shell arrived. But instead, Brower's going for the OI. And he hits him, but he doesn't track him. Okay, he's loading another one. And he gets another hit. And there's a KV2. He's going to pick that target now the OI's gone missing. And a nice hit for 124. Fires a blind shot at the OI. And he hits the target. He just pulled away just in time. We saw the shell disappear without an explosion. So we know he hit the OI. He's now going for an M10 RBFM. Lands alongside him. I think it tracked him. Now he's adjusting his aim. Oh, he didn't stay to see what happened to that shell. Okay, we're going to go back to the OI. Another direct hit, but only 18 hit points. can see he doesn't have to adjust much to fire the next shot in, and he's getting lots of direct hits. Okay, no targets available now. The LTG down in the south on Temple Mount. Well, that's a tier 7 Soviet light tank. Oh, that was a direct hit. He did hit him. Okay, going for the OI again. Still full reticule. He switched to battle assistant for a short moment. And he's adjusted his aim again. It's a pity that he pulled away before we got to see what happened to the shell. Okay, he's adjusted again. He's going after the Challenger, sitting on that rock. He fires around him, but again pulls back before we get to see what happened to the shell. He's just too eager to shoot at another target after firing one shell in. He might accumulate a lot of damage though. He's already got to 1.2k of damage already. And it's still early days in this battle. Okay, the OI comes back into sight. He fires around in. No, didn't penetrate and didn't do any damage, but it did hit the target. Now that did damage. That was right on the front next to the boobies, the small turrets at the front. He fires one quick round in, gets a hit, and then pulls back because he can see a Churchill 3 trying to come around the South Island, or the South Hill, Temple Mount. Lovely shot right into the rear of that vehicle. Oh, and a kill shot to finish it off. He's doing very, very well in this game so far. Fires a quick round at the Challenger as he's trying to pull away. And we see the shell landing, but there was just an explosion, so obviously he didn't hit him on that occasion. But there's a Wolverine. Now he could probably take that guy out of the game if he gets an accurate shot. And he does! Great shot there. Okay, T-34 back at the enemy cap. Tried to see off one of our setters. And the enemy Arty's been found, but he's just outside range. But he might be able to get a shot in now. Fires around in. Just misses. Going for the T-34. That one fell at the other aim point, and unfortunately we lose the setter. But he can get a shot at that T-34. Nope, unfortunately he missed. And I suspect the T-34 will have moved. Oh, he's dead! He just got killed by our GW Panther. Okay, we're looking at the LTG we last saw on Temple Mount. Unfortunately, that one hit the rock face, but can he get another shot in? Oh, enemy Arty's been spotted and killed. There's not many enemies left. There's only 3 left on the enemy team. The M41 HMC, another Fifi, just like himself, and an M4A3 EZ8. Now, apparently, they're all in the south of the map, somewhere around this hill. Oh, there's one of them. It's the EZ8. Just killed our Type 64. Or did he? No, actually, it was the Fifi on the enemy team that killed him. That was a good hit on the rear of the EZ8, so he's now firing another one in. And another direct hit, so just keep piling those rounds in. And you might kill him. Ah, he's moved. There he is. He obviously fixed his track with his repair kit. And there's the kill shot from the heavy tank number 6. The M41 HMC up on the hill. Oh, just to the left. We probably won't get the kill on him because the M10 got there before us. And that only leaves one left, the other Fifi, and I think he's down near those rocks at the top of the screen. There he is. And he just got a big hit into our M10, who damaged himself coming down the cliff. Oh, what a shot! That was an amazing shot at the end. Just over the top of the rock into the Fifi to win the game. So that's the second battle with Brown. Let's have a look at the third battle. The third battle in our series is with Ratty87 in the Fifi on the Pilsen map. Now you may wonder why I call it the Fifi or Fifi La Pew Pew. Well, it got this name because one of the members of What Arty Noobs called it Fifi La Pew Pew because it was French and it went pew pew a lot at the enemy. And so yes, Fifi La Pew Pew stuck. We even have a skin which actually is in the French colours, the tricolor, and actually has Fifi La Pew Pew on the side, kindly supplied by Sir Rusty. We don't tend to use it so often though, mainly because unfortunately some of the skins are affecting our ability to play at tier 10. Don't know why, but for some reason they do. Okay, game's on, and he's now aiming towards the factory, which is where the heavies would normally go. He opens the door by firing an HE round at it, and the enemy's been spotted, and there's a Dickermax tier 6 German premium tank destroyer. Oh, beautiful hit! That was a penetrating shot for 434. Fires another shell in, hoping that he can catch the Dickermax and finish him off, but he moved. That was a direct hit as well. Not sure which tank, but it might have been an M6. It's a Panzer T25, a P43, and there's the M6. No, it wasn't the M6 that he hit. I think it may have been the Panzer T25, because the M6 still has all his health. So does that KV1. Well, the KV1's lost a lot now, and that was just a bit too late. Now, the Fifi hasn't been on sale all that often, actually. The Wargaming tend to hold back on the sales, mainly because a lot of tank drivers, or people who play tanks on a regular basis, get scared when there's lots of Fifis in the game because it makes it very difficult for them to play. Well, they shouldn't worry too much. I mean, after all, Fifi can come out any time if someone has one. And most people want to get one anyway, just to try it out and see what it's like. In fact, actually, there should be more premium RT in the game. In fact, we've suggested some that Wargaming could put into the game. Unfortunately, they haven't taken us up on this yet. There's several RT that could be in the game, and were prevalent and do have a place in the game, but unfortunately just Wargaming neglects to put them in. Rounds out. This could be a kill. It is.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Yep, that M10 made a big mistake going down that dip. He tracked himself, got to the bottom, and made himself a perfect target. And of course Ratty wasn't going to let that one go. Now there is an enemy tank there, and Excalibur. I don't think he got the hit though. He's trying to aim at a 25 TP, but the guy stops suddenly. Rounds out. Direct hit kills him. Beautiful shot, that one. Because it was a blind hit, we don't know how many hit points he got. But look at this. We've got 3 enemy tanks bunching together. And that was a direct hit on the T-34, which penetrated him. Going for the VK. Now, it wasn't a penetrating shot, but it certainly hurt him. M6 next. Oh, just managed to dodge the shell in time. Got a penetrating shot. No, that wasn't a penetrating shot, but he got a tracking shot on the M6. Can he get another one? No, unfortunately. Okay, well, the game is still evens on both sides. There's supposedly an Excalibur hiding behind that house. Yes, there he is. And he's very low on hit points. And that's a kill.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
So 3 kills now for Ratty. He's doing exceptionally well in this game. But he does have a lot of practice with this Arty. Okay, he's got a VK3001P. Now that's the Tiger precursor, you might say, for Porsche. They came up with a design called the VK3001P first. Wasn't accepted, but it was the preliminary Tiger. Oh, direct hit onto his rear. unfortunately, he manages to get up enough speed and take out the Tiger 131. Now, go for that Dicker Max. Work out where he's going to be. Rounds out. Looks good. And it's a kill. 4 kills now. He's really doing well this game. Okay, he's found another target. T-3485M, who's sitting at the back behind those houses, taking pot shots at our guys. And he hits him with a direct shot. Okay, we've got 3 tanks now hiding behind that rubble, but... Oh, the T-34 trying to get away. No, didn't give enough lead on the target. No, again, it wasn't on the right track, that one as well. You've got to get the line of movement that they're going to follow. Oh, and he gets killed before the shell arrives. Okay, what have we got here? T-3485. It's the same one that we were aiming at before. He's coming to try and reset the Striv 74, and he does so, but only at the cost of actually being close to an enemy tank and having an Arty fire at him. Long range shot, lands near him, and he's gone. In fact, it was actually Ratty's platoon mate who took him out. Another hit. And there goes the VK. That means there's only 2 enemies left now. The M6 and their Arty. And their Arty is a Fifi again, just like in the last battle. There's the M6. Okay, Ratty lines up a shot. Hits the building. Gotta lead the target a little, Ratty. That's it. Oh, lose the Panzer 4H. But that's a nice hit for 88. We've lost sight of him temporarily. I think he's out of range. He can't hit the southwest corner of the map. And there's the enemy Arty. He's just too far away. And he just took out our Striv, that Arty. But he's moving closer to us. Okay, he's using the wreck for cover, which is a very bad move, because once you've been seen, rouse out. This will be an accurate shot. It is, and it's a kill shot. He managed to land the shell right in the cockpit to kill all the crew and blow up the vehicle. I think that was the penetrating shot as well. Now he's got the rear of that M6. If he can kill this tank, he wins the game for his team. He's got 5 kills already. If he can get this one, he gets the top gun. Unfortunately, the M6 has gone behind the building and, well, Ratty can't hit him from this angle. In fact, Ratty's the one of the last 2 left on his team. It's just his platoon mate in the T67 and Ratty and his Arty against this M6. He's lining up the shot. It landed right in front of him. He needs the T67 to spot the M6 so he can get his shots on target. Now he's moved close to the bush, but that might not be such a good idea, because if he's close to the bush mechanic won't function, and the M6 is headed up this end of the map. Now he can't fire on the M6 whilst he's underneath that roof, and although I think he'd be tempted to fire at the doors, he can't because he's just too close, so he's pulling back. That's better, he can fire at the door now, but the T67 does it for him. Where is he? There he is. Okay, lining up the shots. Oh, he fired too soon. The M6 wasn't through the door, and the M6 is aiming at the T67. He's just killed Whitestorm, or Whitstorm, who's his platoon mate. So it's now just down to Ratty, and I have the feeling the M6 knows that Ratty is here. Now Ratty has a better view range than that M6 actually, because this Arty has a view range of 390 meters. And the M6, well, it's not quite as... I don't think it's 390 meters. So Ratty will probably see the M6 before the M6 sees Ratty. But I think he knows where Ratty is, because enough of those shells hit him that he would get the idea of which direction the shells were coming from. So Ratty just needs to work out from which direction the enemy is going to approach him, either around this side of the factory or the other side. Here he comes. Okay, line up to get perfect shots. Oh, what a shot! Wins the game! Smacked into the rear of the vehicle, and there was no chance of coming back from that one. Brilliant shot, and a winning shot for Ratty87. So what a fine end to that game. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And here's the end of battle result. And we can see from the first battle with Steel Mike in the Fifi, he managed to get an ace tanker in that game. He also picked up a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18. A gauze medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A brothers in arms for being in platoon with the Baguette Panther. And they both got at least 3 kills each. And also a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And his win rate from that game was 9,632, which is Super Unicum standard and a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. He did 3,446 hit points of damage. And, well, the next highest scorer was the VK4503 that he killed with 2,706, followed by his own team, the T52, got 2,254. That guy also got a Patrol GT and a Confederate. His platoon mate in the Baguette Panther managed to get a Leather Slaves medal and, of course, that Brothers in Arms. When it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the Baguette Panther, 3 kills each, and so did the VK4503. And when it came to base XP, he was actually in second place because the T52 did some more spotting and he got 1,395 base, whereas Steel Mike managed to get 1,263. Then came the Baguette Panther with 977. Steel Mike fired 32 shots in that game, got 18 direct hits and 5 penetrations, 19 splash. Damage of 3,446 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 3, did 63 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 66,128 credits, got 83,064 credits for holiday ops, and total 149,192 credits. After ammunition resupply, he took away 145,096 credits. He received 1,894 XP, got ×2 for the first victory, 758 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 4,547 experience points altogether. So an excellent game by Steel Mike, and he said sometimes it almost feels as cheating. Well, almost. Well, it did take him a little while to get his eye in, but once he got his eye in, he was getting fabulous shots on the enemy and taking them out. So very well done by Steel Mike. In the second battle, that was Brower, as you remember, 15JG52 Brower, which I'm sure he'll explain sometime. He managed to get an ace tanker also in the Fifi. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16 in this one. A gauze medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And also a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. If we look at the team score, we can see that he managed to get 3,962 hit points of damage, quite a bit more than Steel Mike, or a little bit more anyway. And the next high score after that was the heavy tank number 6 on his team with 1,817, and after that it was the enemy Fifi with 1,631 hit points, and that was the guy he took out with that fabulous shot right at the end of the game. When it came to kills in this game, it was the heavy tank number 6 who did the best with 4 kills. Brower managed to get 3, and so did the enemy Fifi. And when it came to base XP, it was Brower again. So he got 2 out of 3 on the columns. 1,395 base experience points to him. 1,021 went to the heavy tank number 6. 810 went to the M10 RBFM. In this game, he fired 40 rounds, quite a bit more than Steel Mike did. 22 direct hits, 5 penetrations, 21 splash. Damage of 3,962 hit points, all of it up more than 300 meters. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 3. And on this account, he did 53,536 credits on a premium count, 90,152 from holiday ops. And after resupply of ammunition and consumables, he still made a profit of 145,336 credits. He also managed to get 1,395 experience points, ×4 for the first victory, 837 for this being a premium vehicle, and took away 9,209 experience points altogether. So another great game, and this one he said left the ace nearly 4k damage, and he was very happy about it. Well, it was a very good game indeed. He got some lovely shots on the enemy, hitting those OIs and the heavies in the heavy corridor, and getting repeated blind hits on them. Let's have a look at the third battle, the last battle. That was Ratty87, and that was also an ace tanker game. In fact, it was a fabulous game because, of course, he managed to get that last shot, last kill on the enemy to win the game. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18 in this one. A Gauze medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points in his own vehicle. A Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. He got 6 exactly, and he also got a High Caliber as well for dealing the most damage in the game. Let's have a look at team score. Well, in this game, he didn't get quite as much damage as Steel Mike and Brower. He managed to get 2,986 hit points of damage, still puts him top of the table. The M6 was the second highest with 2,329, but as you remember, he got taken out right at the end to win the game. And after that, it was the VK3001P with 2,120 hit points. When it came to kills, yes, Ratty got the top on that one as well with 6 kills. 4 kills went to the M6, 3 kills went to the enemy Fifi. And when it came to base XP, well, Ratty got that one as well. So he got all 3 columns in this game. 1,231. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base. The next high scorer being the KB2 got 828. And then it was Witstorm, which was Ratty's platoon mate. He managed to get 713 base experience points out of that game. Ratty fired 43 rounds, a few rounds more than the others did. 17 direct hits and 7 penetrations out of this one. 15 splash as well. Damage of 2,986 hit points, of which 2,846 were at more than 300 meters. The close shot was the M6. He hit him very close. He was almost within, well, spotting distance, and he was spotted after he killed the enemy. 11 enemies were touched, 6 were killed, and he earned 40,477 credits out of the game, 30,358 from personal missions payout, and after ammunition resupply took away 91,642 credits profit. He received 1,231 XP, 7,388 from personal missions payout, 739 from this being a premium vehicle, and 277 for playing in a platoon. Took away 10,251 experience points altogether. So a fabulous game for all 3 players, and congratulations on ace tankers in each one. Just goes to show with the right person and the right vehicle, you can really dominate a game, and this vehicle is one of those sort of vehicles that makes a game so much more fun, especially if you know and can work out exactly how to get the best out of this Arty. So congratulations to Ratty87, to Brower in his VP, and to Steel Mike for your ace tankers. Now, if you enjoyed this replay, or this replays I should say, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below because it feeds the algorithm on both YouTube and Rumble, and thank you for watching.